I love Costco furniture, and January is about when they get their good stuff in. December and January. I have several things from here. I have this couch and love it. I have this chair and love it. And I am on the lookout for a dresser for my boys, so I'm gonna walk through here real quick. All right, let's get to the shopping. I always start in the fruit, and my goal is to get fruit that is under $2 a pound. This is not always possible, but it is my rule of thumb. This is the cheapest I have seen pineapples in a really long time, and my kids love fresh pineapples, so I'm snatching up a couple of these. My go-to for picking a pineapple is to pull out the leaves. If they come out super easy, they tend to be really ripe. So I'm looking around for one that the leaves come out really easy. Now don't quote me on this, but I have picked out some mighty good pineapples, so this is just what I always do. The pears were a really good price, but they were rock hard, and the last time I bought them rock hard, they never ever got good. They went from like rock hard to rotten, so I'm passing up on those today. And the bananas were also very green, so I only got one bunch of bananas this time. I usually grab one green batch and one yellow batch, but today I just grabbed one. I tried really hard to give you a good view of prices this time, and I would love to know down in the comments how these Alaska prices compare to where you live. We do the majority of our eating at home, like 98%. We don't go out very much to get food, so I always try to have plenty of fresh, frozen, and canned veggies to keep our meals well-rounded. We would love to know if you eat dinner as a family. We try to have family dinner every night and have started having the 3 older boys help cook a meal once a week. This includes some sort of protein, a salad, veggies, and a starch, and they are becoming good little chefs. And while I wouldn't say it is less work for me yet, it is a good life skill for them to have, and I cook right there alongside of them. Mark grew up cooking dinner one night a week from a very young age, and he's an amazing cook. So the goal is that our boys will be good little chefs by the time they leave the house. These are called Instacrates. I absolutely love them. They fold down. I keep them in the back of my car, and I like to load my groceries in them. I'm not picking up any today, but I did forget them, and I'm missing them this trip. Along with restocking meal ingredients, my second goal of this trip is to get some snacks. With the kids home all day every day, we go through so many snacks and just food in general. I didn't need anything down this aisle, but it is one of the places in the store that you still see some limited items with the pandemic. The toilet paper and the paper towels are much lower stock and still have a limit on them. The kids love Honey Nut Cheerios, and since they're on sale, I grabbed 2 boxes and they will go in our garage storage until we need them. Another thing that we keep in our garage food storage or rotational pantry is some boxed milk. We keep it for emergencies, but we did notice recently that some was going to expire, so we've been drinking those and now I am replacing them. So 2% milk is about $3.75 a gallon. I'm always curious how that compares to what other people pay for a gallon of milk, so let us know down in the comments. I also wonder, are your milk jugs the more traditional milk jugs, or do you have these square milk jugs? I believe that these square milk jugs are used when you have to ship them further because they are easier to stack and they don't require using milk crates. So tell me, what are the shape of your milk jugs? The next couple of aisles we don't shop out of too much because we cook most often from scratch, and we also eat the moose meat that we harvest. We also don't need any eggs right now because we currently have 26 laying hens, but I thought I would share the price of eggs just for your comparison. Are they compared to what eggs cost where you live? My kids go through cups of yogurt super fast, way too fast in my opinion, so I only buy them if they are on sale, so today is their lucky day. Usually I would be buying a bunch of canned goods for our rotational pantry, but my parents just cleaned out their pantry when they came up to visit for Christmas and gave us a ton of cans. So we've got a lot right now. Pickles are another thing that my kids will eat super fast. If we open a jar, they will be gone that day pretty much. So I restock on pickles every Costco shopping trip. Okay, I'm on the hunt for something snacky for the kids. We put them in a box for them, and it motivates them to read. So I just get some snacks that I don't care about, that are not the healthiest necessarily, and then they just get them, motivates them a couple times a week to have a good long stretch of reading time. Ones are good. So all of these things get locked up in a cabinet, and they only get them during what we call Mom's Store, and they earn Mom bucks by reading, and then they can only eat the snacks while reading. So it's kind of fun. It works. Before we started doing Mom's Store, we would maybe buy one box of fruit snacks or something, and the kids would eat them quite fast. Now I will buy all these different snacks, and then they will last us several months because they don't have access to them all the time. So it may seem like a lot all at once, but since they're locked up, they last a really long time, and the kids absolutely love getting them for Mom bucks. Flour is another area that I still see limits due to COVID. We bake a lot and make sourdough bread quite often, so I like to have a good stock of flour on hand. We also buy lots of sugar for baking, but also for Mark's beehives in the spring, we like to have a stock of sugar, so we try and buy it kind of throughout the year instead of a lot in the springtime. Lastly, we have some almonds for snacks, and then some raisins, and then we have a full cart, folks. It's time to check out. How much do you think this total will be for our shopping trip today? All right, the grand total is $292.97. I feel like after Christmas, this is finally like a normal shopping trip. More normal price. I didn't buy a bunch of extra stuff. So, feels good. Alright, got a smiley face. One nice thing about it being cold is not snowing. It's a little bit easier to push your cart through the parking lot. Easier, but still not easy with all these bumps. Oh my goodness, you guys. Somebody is behind on getting the carts. I have never seen this. Usually Costco is so good about getting their carts back. Whew. That's a big job for someone. One thing about parking lots in Alaska, you notice there's no lines on the ground anymore because of the snow cover. So parking lots get a little bit wonky. So you can't see where the lines are. So people kind of just get parked all over the place sometimes. But we do our best. All right. Getting out of Costco for under $300 feels like a victory, especially since I haven't been here in a few weeks. We've really been eating through our freezer and canned goods and just kind of making do. So that's why we got a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables, and it's gonna be good. And one more stop to get some chicken food, and then I think I am good to go. All right, I'm going in to grab some chicken feed. I like this place because this is the company that makes the chicken feed here in Alaska. It's called Alaska Mill and Feed, but they also put it right in your car for you, and the bags are really big, so. Sorry, I was eating some almonds. Let's go in. All right, so I got my chicken feed. I'm just waiting. They're gonna bring it to the car, put it in the back here for me. I think it looks like he has to go over. He's taking a forklift. Oh, what is he doing? He's bringing a whole forklift over and then gonna load him in. He's smart, much faster that way. He's bringing a forklift over. Oh, you guys, that was so much easier. Like, there's a pet store in Eagle River, but you have to carry it out yourself, and it was on sale here too. Plus they have this barn card systems where if you buy so much you get like a $10 certificate every couple months, so worth it to drive a little bit extra into town to get the chicken feed here. Know this kid? Hi. All right, getting my army of boys together to unload groceries. Takes a lot of encouragement to get the boys to help, but I'm grateful that they help bring everything up. Let me just go through this stuff real quick. If you couldn't understand me while we were at Costco, this stuff right here will last us forever because it is locked up, and we use it as a mom store for reading throughout the year. The kids can get tickets by reading books, and then they can choose a snack every once in a while with their ticket. So this is mom store stuff. It's gonna go get locked up. Then we've got, you know, just our staple items. This was really just like restocking staple item trip for dinners and lunches. Milk. I rarely ever buy pineapple, but the pineapple was under $3 a piece, and you can tell if it's ripe if you pull it out, and this pulls out really easy. So that told me that these should be really good. And I saw some at the grocery store the other day, and they were probably the same price, and they were half as big. So these were awesome. We're loving oranges right now. So good. It's definitely orange season. All our veggies for going with dinner, making salads. We ran out of teriyaki sauce this week, and so I thought I'd try this one. Okay, pickles are a staple item around here. I don't know if you have something in your house where if you open it, it's like gone within a few minutes. That is pickles around here. If we open a jar of pickles, especially this guy.
Yeah, I love pickles.
They will like eat an entire jar. Mark loves raisins, so I restocked on those and bought these because they were on sale.
And chocolate chips.
Chocolate chips because we love making cookies.
And butter cookies.
Yep. All right. So I don't buy yogurts, this kind of yogurt very often because they get eaten so fast. But these were on sale today, so that week I grabbed those, and the kids are gonna love them. The only things that are not here, Mark took the 2 bags of flour and the 1 bag of sugar straight down to the garage. That is where we keep our like rotational pantry items, things that we bring up to the pantry and kind of can go shopping in our own home for emergencies. So if we can't get to the store and things. with COVID, shopping is pretty good right now, but there is always like the threat of living so far outside the United States that things could happen where we wouldn't be able to get groceries. So we really feel like it is important to have backup food available to us. We have always lived this way. This is not a COVID thing. We've always had a rotational pantry of extra food. It's just something that we do. In Alaska, the problems could be earthquakes, barges not coming up, the pandemic, they call it like food storage. Do you keep that so that you have food if there was an emergency? If we lost our job and didn't have income for a while, all these things are reasons why we do it, but I'd love to know why you do it, why or do you not do it? We don't feel like we're hoarding tons of food. We just buy things that we know that we go through a lot, and those will be the things that we need if there was an emergency. So make sure to tell us down in the comments how our prices compare to yours. This was just under $300. I showed the prices as I went along. How are those prices? We tend to think that our prices are slightly higher than most people in the United States, but that's not the case for everywhere, we realize. Some places the price of food just is higher. A lot of places is a lot lower. But if you think about the fact that we have to barge our food up, truck our food up a really long ways, I think a lot of people don't realize how far Alaska is up above Canada. Like it's a long ways. So it has to come a long ways, and there's definitely a cost involved with that. But we feel grateful to have lots of good fresh to us food, and to add to the things that we harvest ourselves. We are still using potatoes from our own garden, and we have tons of raspberries in the freezer, and of course all of our meat. We do not buy a lot of meat. If you've seen any of our other videos, we are a hunting family, so most of our meat is covered by what we shoot, but we do occasionally buy bacon. We occasionally will buy a full chicken rotisserie chicken from Costco, lunch meat on occasion, and some breakfast sausage. If we're doing a big thing of breakfast burritos, we'll buy a thing of sausage. But other than that, we pretty much just use what's in the freezer. Taking these down to the mom store. All right, here's the best part. I wish it was this easy.
No!